moment and wait for people to get in the stream first. Get them in there. Gonna play this right here. Show y'all that this is some of the snow that's already beginning to develop along the frontal boundary of Winter Storm Landon. Again, we have some snow over here and some freezing rain near Wichita, Kansas, right over. Way over in this area. We got some snow just to the north and to the east of Dodge City. I'm looking at this generally north. You're going to see more of the snow and freezing rain. You know, Quincy. I don't know if that's Quincy, Illinois or Quincy, Missouri. It's right on the state line. I'd have to zoom in. It looks both. No, it appears to be in Illinois. So that's Quincy, Illinois right there. Much heavier amounts of snow farther to the north. Southern Iowa's getting some snow right now. Illinois is getting some snow. Galesburg is getting some snow. You come out here, Canada, and this just takes you straight to the upper level low, which is sitting over in this area, and is producing a huge, massive frontal boundary. Frontal boundary. You can clearly see the frontal boundary, the radar part of it, or the frontal boundary. Upper level lows right here. Upper level low moves through. It creates a big dip in the jet stream. It's pulling this cold air from the Arctic portion of Canada and pulling it down. Very, very cold air, which is why the snow is on the northern part of the backhand side of the cold front. I'm going to move this over just in case anyone says that. And that is, I do want to actually pull up, give me a minute, the jet stream. So I'm going to go to windy.com, pull up the jet stream, so we can kind of look at the upper levels of the atmosphere at 34,000 feet. So we have a better idea of where the jet stream is at, where we're starting to see the jet stream is at, where it's pulling this. It should be something like, I think it's going to be something like this. It's going to curve backwards and like this. Because it's I do believe it's a positively tilted jet stream, therefore there should not be a huge amount of explosive convection, which would end up causing lightning, in this case possibly thunder snow, but we did not see that. Possibly, I don't remember hearing any kind of reports of thunder snow with the last winter storm that impacted the Northeast, where winds were 60 miles an hour, with the highest guess I believe was 83 miles per hour in Massachusetts. And there was roughly 30.9 inches of snow was the highest recorded totals that I could think of and remember off the top of my head. That was negatively tilted. I don't remember any lightning being reported, but that doesn't mean that didn't happen. I really want to take a look. Jeez, people are texting me. Whatever. I'm going to go to windy right now because I'm very curious. This shouldn't be in caps, but it is. Very, very curious to see what the jet stream is at. I'm going to go with 34,000 feet. No, what is this? So that's 34,000 feet. So I was way off. This is where the cold front is going to generally set up. You can actually see where the jet stream is trying to set up right through this area. Kind of see this dip right here. It's pulling in this cold Arctic air. Literally all the way from up here. It's pulling all this Arctic air downward. That jet stream is going to slowly move this direction eastward, and it's going to produce this big cold front moving eastward. It could drop temperatures in Texas to near sub-zero, possibly below zero. Can't actually see if that's going to happen. Possibly below zero. Incredibly cold temperatures. Dangerously cold. I actually want to look at temperatures, current temperatures. So here's what you got. This is at, I'll take a look at the surface. So this would be Thursday. Some were saying possibly single digit temperatures, but that's what I was seeing, what some were showing. For the GFS, I don't know if that's going to happen. That's what some were showing way up north. Yes, single digit, possibly sub-zero temperatures in extreme North Texas, as you can see. Extreme North Texas, sub-zero temperatures. And then obviously over the Rockies, you got Albuquerque, you got New Mexico, you got Las Vegas, New Mexico. You're seeing sub-zero, possibly below zero. Very, very cold temperatures in Colorado. Anywhere from 0 possibly to 5 below, 7 below, 8, 9 below, possibly 10 below. And where we have those higher mountains. You can see there's 7, there's 8. Idaho Falls, you got incredibly cold temperatures up here from this powerful, strong cold front. Bringing temperatures to as low as 10 degrees below zero, possibly. Now, this again is according to the GFS, or the GFS. They want to go back to today, where we're at right now. Look at North Dakota. Temperatures in North Dakota 5, 6, 7, 8 below. A good portion of North Dakota, I should say, is above zero. Above zero. Alright, so we are seeing single-digit temperatures throughout the entire state of North Dakota, but northern portions of North Dakota are seen below zero, -1, all the way -7, -8 degrees Fahrenheit. Incredibly cold temperatures. I want to actually go over to the National Weather Service, talk about the watches and warnings in effect for this, because it's impacting probably close to 100 million people. So let's go to the National Weather Service. So as you can see, we have watches and warnings all the way throughout Texas. You got New Mexico out here. You got Colorado. We got, this is Utah. I can't. This is Wyoming, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri, even extreme southern parts of Iowa, northern parts, generally the northern parts of Arkansas could get, or is under a winter storm warning. Illinois, we have Indiana, can't even think of this, Michigan, Ohio, and then these states are just under, I believe, a watch. I believe this is just a winter storm watch. Yeah, that's a winter storm watch. So, majority of the northeast of the United States is under a winter storm watch. We're talking New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia. West Virginia is right here. Not quite. Northern Kentucky. So, again, this is a huge storm. We have winter storms warnings tipping all the way through south central United States, through Texas. So we go here. This really shows you here. Look at that. So these are possible snow totals throughout this southern portion of Texas. Up to 1 inch in Junction, 1 to 2 inches in Sterling City, San Angelo, 2 to 3 in Sweetwater, 1 to 2 in Abilene, 3 inches in Hamlin, 2 to 3 inches in Albany, 3 to 4 inches in Throckmorton, Texas. So very, 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 very interesting. I do actually want to see. This is probably. So again, up to 4 to 6 inches. They're getting a first round on Wednesday, then another round on Thursday. And really, just look at these temperatures that they're going to these are the wind chills. Look at this. -14 degrees in Boise City. -15 in Dalhart. -10 in Amarillo. These are wind chills. The actual temperatures are expected to be, the actual air temperatures are going to be below, or not below zero, but possibly in the single digits. So really want to point that out, that it's an incredibly cold, it's going to be incredibly cold. Watches and warnings all across the state, all across the country right now. And this is currently what we're looking at here with our radar. So again, you can kind of see the snow is developing and has gotten more developed. Something I'm definitely certainly worried about is going to be the amount of snow totals. So the snow totals could be pretty interesting. The ice totals, something a little bit worried about as this makes its way farther south. I'm very, very certainly worried about how much ice actually accumulates. get too much ice, that's going to be very, very heavy and is certainly going to do a lot of damage. Lots of snow, lots of ice could be bring down power lines in Texas. And again, Texas is on its own power grid. I don't think this is not going to be anything that we saw in February of 2021 at all. However, I do think that certainly the possibility of some power outages are possible. I don't think it's going to cause hundreds of people to lose their life at all. But certainly, what we're seeing here with this 6:15, it's currently 6, quarter to 7. This went, whatever. Right. So as you can certainly see, that snow is really going to really, develop towards Dodge City. Some of this is trying to come up north, but not enough convection going on. Because again, this isn't going to be a super convective system, I don't think. Not farther down south. What I mean by convective, I mean, with lightning. Excuse me. Just because it doesn't have lightning doesn't mean it's not convective. There won't be lightning with this because it should be a positively tilted jet stream. Let's see, any comments, questions, or concerns? Shouldn't be too much, but who knows? Maybe they change some stuff. I wouldn't say dangerously cold. Go to National Weather Service in Chicago. When I say dangerously cold, I mean they're saying wind chills below 0 in Texas. Okay. Okay. Dangerous wind chills. Very cold. Very cold. These are extremely cold wind chills for Texas. This ain't, is it Chicago? I think Chicago's like right there. Civil danger warning. What is that? Parking ban. It's interesting. Never seen that before. Winter storm warning, winter weather advisory, small craft advisory, hazardous weather outlook. Hazardous conditions. Oh, yeah, definitely hazardous conditions for sure. What do we got going on here in the chat? National Service Chicago. I certainly think that this is going to produce a lot of rain, or a lot of snow. Now, if you're wondering, here in the Houston area, we will not. Look at the totals for the Midwest. Those wind chill warnings? Or no. Blizzard warning, yeah, blizzard warnings way up north. Wind chill advisory. From 8 p.m. this evening to noon Central Standard Time Thursday. Wow, that's actually quite a while. What are the temperatures they're predicting? Oh wow, 30 below to 50 below 0. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, that seems pretty dangerous. Look at the totals for the Midwest. Okay. The Midwest is going to see a lot. I think. Sure. This is the Midwest up here, but they're not going to see much of anything in terms of snow, I don't think. I could be wrong about that, though. Midwest is like this area. So it's like, maybe this is the Midwest. I don't fucking know. is so large. They could see up to 30 inches. I heard 20 inches, but I could be wrong. Up to 1/10 of an inch. 6 to 9 inches. I actually don't know what this is. I don't know what part of the Midwest. Like Illinois? Wind gusts increase Wednesday 30 to 40. Oh, God. 18, 12 to 18. I'm not even seeing 20 inches in Illinois. And then again, these are wind chills. 10 below, 1 below, 5 below, 0, 1, -3, -8, -12. Yes. Indiana and Illinois, okay. Indiana's right here. Eight to 12 inches, 10 to 15 inches. Storm total forecast snowfall Tuesday night to Thursday. Actually, really? We'll see what Tropical Tidbits is saying in terms of snowfall totals with this system for that area. My computer is painfully slow. Serious. Give it a minute. Alright, here's about total snowfall. And then I want to go to up here. 1 inch. 1 inch. 11 inches. 15 inches. 16 inches. 18 inches. It really seems like Eastern. This is according to the GFS. Every model is different. Just keep going. So I really think 15 to 20 inches is more likely. I wouldn't take 30 inches. I'm going to say 15 to 20 inches, but I'm not saying 30 inches is impossible, but here's what they're saying about Texas, because I know Texas won't get a lot. Southeast Texas won't get anything. I don't think they will get anything at all. What's going on here? Why is it saying it was 0 hours out? When I should be 162 hours out. Oh, that gets close. I mean, up to 10 to 15, well, up to 13, 15 inches of snow in north central Texas. But I mean, you really look out here, 17 inches, 16 inches, 18 inches, probably 20 inches in pockets out there. Ice accumulations, I think the National Weather Service was saying close to 1 inch, 3/4 to 1 inch of ice for North Texas, which is kind of scary. More sleet, mostly sleet. Jeez. But 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch in northwest Texas, or northeast Texas, excuse me. Upcoming winter storm, 3 days at or below freezing, -5 to 10 degrees, at as cold as 5 to 15 degrees Friday night. Wind chills again will generally be above freezing Thursday morning, but Friday morning, generally west of Dallas and Fort Worth, it will be below 0 for the wind chills. So for like Stephenville, they're saying the wind chills will be 5 below. Can I read this print? Hamilton, -2. Is that Seco? Cisco, -5. Jacksboro, -4. Bowie, -3. Generally, anything west of Fort Worth will see generally below freezing. In terms of the wind chill, anything east will generally see be above freezing. That's just what the National Weather Service is showing Tuesday forecast. Shit. This storm versus last year. February 2021, -5 to 5, as cold as 5 to 15. 7 days at or below freezing. Mainly snow and some ice in central Texas. More ice and sleet than snow. That seems more dangerous in my opinion. Oh, that's the U.S. drought. Never mind. So again, now for what we're seeing right now, this is what we're looking at. Let me just do a refresh on that. I'm going to look at the chat right now for any comments, questions, or concerns regarding this winter storm. Honestly, I didn't even want to do a stream, but I was like, you know what, I might as well. I'm pretty, it's just kind of, serious matters. This is affecting a huge population, even in Canada right here, as you can see. Upper level low appears to be right here in northwest Quebec, I think. This is the province of Quebec. Here in Ohio, they lowered it to 8 to 12 inches, plus the remaining snow from Izzy. You still have snow on the ground? I mean, the most I get, I know I shouldn't be talking about myself, but whatever. The most I get during, what's that winter storm? The most I get on a cold day is maybe like a very thin layer of frost, frozen frost. The dew that freezes. You get nice frost and it looks, it's really nice. It looks cool. Lasts for about a couple hours, then it's out of here. It's obviously not snow, it's just, dew that freezes. Wow, the remaining snow from Izzy, yeah, we don't, nothing for us. Haven't gotten anything. They're showing possibly, maybe, if we're lucky, 1 or 2, maybe a drizzle of freezing rain for 5 minutes, if that. Thankfully, I'm lucky enough to where I'm not having to deal with dangerous driving conditions. So Thursday I'll be able to drive home from school to school. It should be fine Thursday. I think Thursday evening is when we would have the biggest chance of seeing any kind of winter precipitation, but I just don't see it happening. But right now, this is what we're seeing in terms of radar. You can clearly see this band already starting to set up as that cold front comes through. This should generally, most of this I think would transition into snow, sleet, freezing rain, some kind of wintry precipitation. This will make its way, being on this side, this will make its way pretty far south. It might make it as far south as this, might be something like this. But it won't make it all the way down to the immediate coastlines, like down through here. Won't get it. But generally, it's gonna probably come all the way down towards the Austin area. Maybe northwest Harris counties, northwest of Houston, I should say. Could see some sleet and freezing rain from this. No snow, I don't think. Snow is not, it's not gonna, there's not enough moisture. It's not gonna make it that far south. Maybe some freezing rain, some sleet. Maybe some wintry precipitation in the Austin area. Snow for Dallas. Mainly sleet, I believe, is what the National Weather Service is saying. But personally, I don't think this is going to be anything like what we saw in 2021. But again, I'll continue to monitor this, give updates. I posted quite a few posts on YouTube today, talking about the winter storm throughout college today. I do think it's something we're gonna have to closely monitor. Again, monitoring actually the upper levels of the atmosphere, seeing where the jet stream setup is at. It's very helpful. Very helpful. 34,000 feet. Which again, you can clearly see this is where the jet stream is at. Right through here. It's pulling this cold air all the way up through here, pulling it down south. And this is going to continue to move eastward. And that's going to be the cold. So we're getting cold all the way from up here. Alright? So think about that. Take a look at temperatures. We look at the surface. Could you imagine if these were surface temperatures? Freaking negative 58 degrees in Texas. Let's look at the surface. So in this area, I mean, we're bringing temperatures that are in the 20s, negative 20 degrees. And all that cold air is going to be pulled right down here. But again, you do have another thing that could lead to the possibility of this storm actually getting worse. Is actually the Gulf of Mexico, and I'll explain why. If we go and look at analysis tools and look at ocean analysis, I want y'all to see just how warm the Gulf of Mexico is. 26, 25, 26 degrees. Still very warm. It could still pull in some of this moisture in and make the storm worse. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Concerning. Very, very concerning. Probably going to end this soon. Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? Probably going to end this stream here pretty soon. Just really want to make this sweet, short, simple. If you like this stream, feel free to like the video or stream, whatever it is at that point in time. Feel free to subscribe to the Hurricane Watch theme. We will do more. We are going to do more videos and more streams regarding winter weather in the United States and regarding hurricanes. We'll also be talking about the 2022 North Atlantic hurricane season, looking at La Nina and so El Nino Southern Oscillation, what I think is happening, and I'm looking at that. I'm also be looking at some models depicting terms of precipitation, sea surface temperature anomalies, looking at what we're going to be seeing with El Nino, the climate forecasting model, like the CFS is the climate forecasting system. Couldn't think of it off the top of my head when we look at the CFS climate forecasting system, seeing what it's showing for the climate for Nino, looking at stuff like that. Something I'm going to be watching, and that's what's going to help me make give you all the prediction that we're going to get. So that's what I'll be talking about later on. Right now, just want to really talk about this storm. Make sure everyone clearly knows that this storm is currently developing over the central portions of the United States, the Midwest, as you can see. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, does anybody have any comments, questions, concerns, things I need to go over? Sleet, going to be a big problem, especially, we're already getting some freezing rain falling. Let me actually zoom into that area right now. So you can see through Galesburg they were seeing some sleet, but now they're mainly seeing snow this evening. You can see Quincy. Quincy's starting to see some freezing rain and sleet. Kansas City seeing some freezing rain. That's going to make road conditions not the best. They're seeing rain on the southern side. The more water there is on the ground, the bigger possibility they're going to have of really bad road conditions. To the north, you have up in Ashton. They're seeing more snow. St. Joseph, mainly they're seeing snow up there. They are seeing snow up there. North of Wichita, they're seeing freezing rain starting to make its way farther south through Wichita. So you can see there. So I'm closely monitoring the fact that we're seeing freezing rain and sleet right now. Actually, want to see if this is ice, because ice is purple. Ice is like purplish pink. This might be mixed precipitation. This might be ice right through here. Ice is sort of a pinkish color. Mixed is purple, which is what this is. So we're actually getting bits of ice developing, but mainly it's either mixed precipitation, which is a mixture maybe between sleet and freezing rain. Mainly sleet and mixture precipitation, sleet, pellets, freezing rain, bits of rain maybe, and some snowflakes there here and there. It's a mixture of wintry precipitation. So we are actually seeing some freezing rain or some ice developing, trying to form. Kind of see it right there. So that's something I'm a little bit worried about. The ice is the most dangerous. The blue is the snow. The purple is the mixed. Closely monitoring that and watching. See what comes after that. What just happened? Alright, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm going to end it up there. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll continue to provide more updates on this. Tomorrow, I'll probably won't do any more updates tonight because I am incredibly tired from college. Got home a few minutes ago. An hour ago. Don't know what time it is. It is 7 o'clock. So, that's it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will talk to you guys later tomorrow. Peace out.